Hello, my name is Joseph Lee, and this is the YLOC Lesson 12 for first graders. Now the first page here is on counting. So based on the picture, we're going to count how many of the specified objects that we see in that picture. So for example, 2, how many elephants do you see? Well, we can count 1, 2, 3, and 4 elephants. So we just put 4 elephants in the text box. For 5, it says how many plants do you see and how many pictures do you see? Now let's start off with plants, and I can only see 1 plant, so we just put 1 plant. How many pictures do we see? Now I see 1 on the wall and another on the wall, meaning that we have 2 pictures. On the second page, we're asked to do some simple addition and subtraction. Let's try out 2, 6, and 12. So 2 is just 1 plus 2. That's pretty easy. 1 plus 2, 1, 2, 3. So that gives us the answer 3. 6 is 4 plus 3 plus 6. Now we could just add them from left to right, but I see an easier way, and it's just adding 4 and 6 together first, which gives us 4 plus 6 equals 10. And then we can add the plus 3. So 10 plus 3, which gives us our answer, 13. On to the next problem, 10 minus 5. Well, this is pretty easy. You subtract 5 from 10, which is, if you count backwards, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. We get our answer 5. Now on to the next problem, or next page. Now here we're asked to compare values. Let's try 2, 4, 7, and 12. So the second question is asking us if 14 is closer to 10 or 0. Now we can use something called the number line, which is pretty handy in these situations. The number line looks like this, and it's just a line going infinitely in both directions, but we just represent that with arrows. And since it's a number line, it's got to have numbers on it. So we can set the endpoints as 10 and 20, and then just make the specified increments in between. So this is 11, this is 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Now our number 14 is here, and these are the endpoints, and we can clearly see 14 is definitely closer to 14, or 14 is definitely closer to 10, than it is closer to 20. We can also have done this by using simple math, by subtracting 10 from 14 to find how in quotation marks, far 10 is from 14, which gives us 4. And if we do the same thing with 14 or 20, we get 6, and we can see that 14 is 4 away from 10, and 14 is 4 away from 20, or 6 away from 20. And that means 14 is closer to 10. So our answer is 10. Let's try out number 4. Is 3 closer to 0 or 5? Now we could just do this again, but let's try using this method because it's more mathematical, if you will. Now if we subtract 3 from 5, we get 2. If we subtract 0 from 3, we get 3. And we see that 3 is closer to 5 than it is closer to 0. So 5, is our answer. The 7 is asking us if 20 is closer to 10 or 40. Now, again, we subtract 10 from 20, which gives us 10, and 20 from 40, giving us 20. We can clearly see that 20 is closer to 10, and that is our answer. Oh, gotta write it here. Now here, it's asking us which one is bigger. Let's do 8, 9, 10, and 12. Now, 4 or 14, which one is bigger? Well, this should be pretty obvious since 14 has an extra place value. That means it's bigger. So 14 is our answer. And number 9 is asking us if 25 or 13, which one is bigger? Now 25 has a 2 in its 10th place, but 13 has a 1 in its 10th place. And that means this is in its 20s and this is in the 10s. So that means 25 is bigger than 13. Now, so this one, 10, is asking us if 11 or 11 is bigger. Now, obviously, none of them are, because you can't be bigger than yourself, if that makes sense. So we just put they are the same. They are the same. Now for question 12, which one is bigger, 17 or 13? We look at the ones place. This has a 7 in it, and 13 has a 3 in it. The tens place is the same, so that means the one with the bigger ones value, which is 17, is the bigger number. So that is our answer. Now page 4 is on word problems. Let's do 2 and 4. Edward goes to a store to get ready for Halloween. He buys 3 costumes for himself and his siblings, 2 bags of candies, and 3 bags of chocolate. He also buys 5 pumpkins. How many things did he buy in total? So from the phrase in total, we know that this is an addition problem. Now the way we solve this is just adding up all the things that he bought, which should give us 3 plus 2 plus 5 plus 3 plus 5. And then if we simplify this, we get 3 plus 2 is 5, and 3 plus 5 is 8, giving us our answer, 13 things. Okay, 4. Your family is doing a pumpkin carving activity for Halloween. Your brother did 2, sister did 3, and your parents, mom and dad, each did 1. Later on, your grandma also does 1. How many did you do if your family used 10 pumpkins in total? So this is what is known as a multi-step problem. Now we have to, as per the title, we have to go through multiple steps to find out the answer. Let's first add up the ones or the pumpkins that we know that are carved. So our brother did 2, our sister did 3, your parents each did 1, which is 1 plus 1, or just 2 for simplicity's sake, and your grandma did 1 as well. So if we add this up, we get 3 plus 3 plus 2, and then if we add this, we get 8. Now we know that 8 pumpkins were used, but this isn't our answer because we're trying to find out how many we did. So we subtract 8 from the 10 pumpkins that were used in total, and we should get our answer, 2 pumpkins that we carved. And that is it for lesson 12. Thank you for listening.